Shannon and I are almost in Joshua Tree, and I was just telling her because we're in this desert town, and there's pretty much nothing here. When I'm at home and I think of drug issues, people who do meth and heroin, I think, oh my God, why would you ever do that? That's insane. Now that I'm in this desert town, I think, yeah, I'd probably do meth. I don't, and Shannon agrees. It seems like, what else would you do?
Come on, blank.
You sweep your porch for the 100th time.
Yeah.
Because sand is on it again.
You weave a basket?
You maybe weave a basket. After that basket's weaved, how many baskets can you weave before you're like, I probably want to do meth?
You probably want to weave a big basket to hold your baskets first.
Yeah, you actually might want to make a meth basket to hold your meth.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, organize it first.
Organize it first. Because it really doesn't make sense. I don't know what you would do out here. Like, I don't know of a person who's like, I'd love to live in the desert. Like, you know what I want to have? Nothing. I'd like to be thirsty. I'd like to be thirsty all the time. You know what I would love? I would love if during the day it's hotter than Hades and at night it's colder than the Arctic. So I can never actually feel a perfect temperature. I'm always uncomfortable. That's what I would like. I would like to be uncomfortable.
Just perpetual sweaty armpits that get really cold.
Yeah, like you're pretty much like, if you live in the desert, you're like, I love the feeling of when I take my sandal off and put my foot on the burning hot sand and my foot feels like it's going to friggin' melt. Those are the people who, like, anybody who's in the desert, I've already just decided from this conversation, is a psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna be weary of everybody, but there's like houses. Like, look, people live here. We've seen not one grocery store. We saw a sign for McDonald's. Does it exist?
And a sushi place.
Oh yeah, there's a sushi place here. Yeah, so if you go to hell, you'll know that there's a sushi place. Do you want to trust it?
Fresh, never frozen.
Yeah, fresh, never frozen. So, no. This life is not for me. I mean, everything looks dirty. Like, are the taxes as high here as they are in LA? So that means not only do you live in the desert, you're also paying California's high taxes?
Just to make it a little bit worse for yourself.
Just to make it a little bit worse for yourself. I want to have nothing and literally have no money.
Still pay taxes.
And still pay taxes up the butt.
But somebody is having a yard sale, so we'll have to stop.
And I hope they're having a yard sale because they're like, I'm trying to make enough money to make it out of the desert. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think you play football here, so you can't even be one of those people that are like, I'm playing football so I can get out of this town. Like, you don't play football in the desert.
No.
Do you play football in the desert?
No.
Like, you want to get tackled in the sand? Because it's not like sand, it's like
a cactus?
It's like dirt sand. Yeah, and there's cactus everywhere. And I gotta tell you, they look scary. They're not as friendly as the cartoon cactuses that are on cartoons. And they don't look anything like that like 3-loop U thing kind of that cactuses look like. They just look sharp and
Scary.
They look like they hurt. Well, that was my rant about the desert. We're almost at Joshua Tree. Woo-hoo! Yosemite is next.
How would they know?
So Shannon and I are still in the desert. We're trying to get out as fast as we can, but apparently you can't just do that. We were stopped in the desert for a good 30 minutes because of construction, because they decided to pave one of the roads. That being said, I got a little dehydrated when we got into the desert, so I drank about 3 bottles of water and a full Gatorade to make myself feel better. So when we were stopped, I obviously was about to explode. I had to pee so bad, and we were in this line of people, so then it finally starts moving, and I'm like panicking because I'm like, I'm about to pee experienced it right to the side of the road. I put the back door and the front door open and just let it all go. And it was like an Austin Powers pee. It didn't stop. I would say at least 3 gallons.
Yeah, definitely 3 gallons.
Yeah.
Definitely 3 gallons.
Yeah, ballpark 3 gallons of piss. I would love to leave the desert behind me now. A lot of shit has happened in the desert that just needs to stay in the desert. So I want to get out of here as fast as possible. I mean, there's nothing here.
I mean, this is like a city for them. Fence.
Yeah, like right now, like we're actually seeing some buildings. So I'm assuming that this is an urban area. This is a city. This is Desert City. Because back there were no homes at all. So if we're talking, I don't know, population
Here or back there?
in general,
2.
population 2, all mentally disabled. Because there's no way you are a sane person and you live out here. No way. Like, look at these people. There's a Jeep, yeah, that's nice. But you live in the middle of nowhere. I'm glad to almost be out of here.
I wouldn't live here if they gave me a Jeep every month. Brand new Jeep every single month. And I got to keep the old one too. I still wouldn't live here.
Shannon wants to live in the desert really bad. She said that if I bought a desert house, that she would marry me in a heartbeat. Or quite the opposite. She said if we bought a desert house, she said that I would cry. She said she would not know what to do. She could not marry me.
I said, if you want me to leave you, all you have to do is buy land in the desert. That's all it would take.
I'll know that for future reference. I know what you guys are thinking. Are we out of the desert? No. The GPS actually wants to keep us in the desert and just send us to a more deserty area. These are like sand dunes desert now.
Like, look, there's nothing around.
There's nothing. Mountains, still pretty, but this is insane. I feel like I'm on Mars. And you can never get off Mars. Also, all of the roads are extremely bumpy up and down, which actually kind of makes it a little bit fun.
A little more fun, right? They're like, we're gonna keep you awake.
Yeah, they keep you awake. There's no reason why we should be in the desert for this long. I don't know why the GPS is taking us this way. But look, is this Jersey Shore or is it Mars? I vote Mars. I don't know this for a fact, but I could only assume that every movie that is made on another planet is made here.
Yeah.
Because why would you make it anywhere else? This place is another planet.
I've seen from Spaceballs. Look at that car out
probably
there. The car is literally doing donuts.
Yep.
And it's not, you know it's not their land. They don't give a fuck.
Yep,
Like,
that
there's
car,
nothing out
yeah. That car is like, when else are you going to be able to do this but in the desert? Bless you.
That sneeze was the most action this desert has seen.
And the guy doing donuts.
Yeah, that's it.
Hopefully the next time I turn on the GoPro, it's for me to tell you guys, oh my gosh, guess what? There's grass. Oh my gosh, guess what? There's
Water.
people. Yeah, you get water, that's another thing. Oh my gosh, guess what? The school is not made out of dirt.